What's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. What is he's talking about? And YouTube Live. Hold up, y'all. Let me get some coming to you live. It's what is today? Baby Friday? Yeah, it's something just happened on my screen, y'all. Baby Friday today. I had to empty some stuff out. Got a whole lot of stuff going on over here. But it's Baby Friday. And how is everybody doing today? I hope y'all doing all right. You're okay, man. You know, because we having so much stuff happening in our community. Chris Walker's mom is in the hospital. Alan Branch, great friend of mine, a guy who was very instrumental in getting my son to an Ivy League school. He got the coaches to come down and check him out, and I'll forever be in his debt. But you know, we just got to value the people we be around. I was thinking about him, and last night I remember when he made the move from Houston. Alan Branch used to live in Houston, and he made the move to Houston, from Houston and back to Dallas because he's from Dallas. And I'll never forget. You know, I mean, you never know what person. So he got a chance to what? Be with his mom these last few years of her life, take care of her and be around her a lot. And that's a blessing right there. Just wanted to shout out to him, man. Send out prayers up to him. Great man. Share the show. Do me a favor on this Thursday. Let's share the show right now. I think I just shared it. Share it again if I can. I'm looking down and sharing it. But it's gonna be I got some interesting things to talk to y'all about today. Yeah, mamas are special. Oh my God, mamas are special. If matter of fact, Dale Griggs, if you go back, Dale Griggs, and go check out Charles Woodson's message in the Hall of Fame, it was all about his mom. You know, it was all he had 8 minutes, y'all, and had to get off the stage, but he had to pay tribute to the woman um, who he felt that the person that happened to be his mom, who he felt that without her it would be no him. Without her, I don't know all the sacrifices. I don't even want, how sometimes you don't even want to know. Some stories you don't want to know everything about it. Some people so nosy. Some people you don't want to know every damn thing. But shout out to our starting five today. Let's see who they are. Gary Sinclair, uh, Corey Willis, Thad Moody, Kevin Lewis, Chris Charles, and the sixth man of the year, all the way from Switzerland. Let me give him a hold up. Hold up. The sixth man of the day. I'm talking all the way from Switzerland. This man came out. Hold on, I got to get Daryl Anderson. He's chopping it up all the way from Switzerland right now, y'all. See, when y'all go out of town and go out of the country, you're still able to reach the Chop Shop. It's a world show. It's not a local show. It's a world show. And you can watch it all over the world, thanks to YouTube and thanks to Facebook. Shout out to Kevin Allen, the Silver Fox is in the building. KTSU Finest on Saturday mornings. Um, the sports show here and Devin Wade and Ralph Cooper. Man, I love, if I get up that time of morning, I watch the show. If I don't, I go back and watch it on his Facebook feed. Matt Verdon in the building. Overtime. Used to be Nike. Matt Verdon is in the building. Matt, what's going on, Matt? Matt, you said something yesterday. Matt, you touched my heart, Matt. You touched my heart when you posted something. I don't react to people's posts as much. Matt, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Matt, I happened to be at that fight. That particular night, Robert Ory and I was at that fight when Tupac got shot, and I'll never forget. We were coming back from somewhere, and show you how these. Well, it ain't the guy's fault. I should blame the police, but as we were driving back to our hotel, they wouldn't let us go a certain way. So you know how the traffic is messed up. So we asked the police officer what happened. Never forget, innocently, we don't know what happened. We hanging out. And the dude said, a rap guy got shot. That's all he. So we get back to the hotel and get in the hotel. That's when I see MC Hammer break down and all of these guys just, I mean, now you realize it's Tupac Shakur. And I'll never forget that moment. I'll never forget it. And Matt said he's in, and the reason Matt tweeted, he was riding down that street. That's the same street that you have to go down to get to the Thomas and Mack Arena where the Summer League is being played. That same street. Every time I ride up that street, Matt, I think about that. And Matt said the same thing in his tweet. He said, every time I ride up that street, I think about it, man. It was a great, crazy, yeah, it's Baby Friday, but it was a crazy, crazy night because the rest of the night, that's all everybody was talking about. We was in the casino, everybody in the casino, and just, I think it was the MGM, I think at that time. And it was crazy. So shout out to Matt. Said Charles Woodson had hit them with the Boys to Men. Yeah. He did, Jason Peters, but he can't sing. But speaking of that, I just want, guys loving their moms. I love that. Yeah. Let me see. I had something for y'all. I think I raised it, but I want to check. Y'all got it. Every day I wanted to recap because I couldn't recap everything that I did over this weekend. I wasn't there but 48 hours, but it was so much stuff happened. But this part touched me. I want to share that to you. I hope the Hall of Fame don't get mad at me. And the reason that was so touching, y'all, and if you didn't see the whole thing, he was asking certain people, Fremont, Ohio, that's his high school, guys all the way through his life. He was telling everybody to stand up. So damn near half the damn, all the Raiders fans stand up. Raiders, let me tell you something, y'all. I meant to tell y'all, them Raiders fans, they was in the building. Those Peyton Manning fans, those Denver Broncos, they was in the building. These fans were in the building. It was, y'all, I'm telling y'all, when I almost got teared up again because I sit back and was watching everybody that touched this guy's life. And when he talking about those trainers, when Herb Baker said he way out in Trinity Gardens, when he talked about their trainers that pieced him back together, ladies and gentlemen, Trey Phillips, listen to me. He literally couldn't practice at some points during the week. He really, yeah, we all in this together. Get vaccinated. Thank you, Nancy. Listen, y'all, he couldn't practice most of the week. Tim Brown used to mess with him and kid. Talking about, damn, 24 ain't practicing. But he couldn't practice. His toe was messed up. The big toe was messed up. You have to use the big toe for everything. Well, you use all your toes for everything. And he had to get the thing shot up before he go and play on Sunday. So I just, every time I wanted to just share that, y'all, the great, great weekend and the great thing. I had the Dwight Thomas. Y'all got to understand that. Been around this guy, Dwight, man, for what, 28, 20, I don't know how many years. But, working together in them trenches, man, it's not hard. Excuse me, it's not easy being a black man of power in this business. People will try to belittle you. People try to say this and this about you and this, because, people, some people just some people they just can't help it. You follow me? Whether they're to say something good about Nancy, whether they're to say something good about Corey Henderson, we got people they inherently just got to say something bad. It's the weirdest thing in the world to me, and I think about it so much. That's why I always try to be positive in life. And of course, if I see something, and especially having this show, I have to point certain things out, right? I just got to point certain things out. I'm not gonna bash you, but sometimes I got to point because I always just want to get a clear understanding on what's going on. So I'm sitting here, y'all, last night. Remember this young man, long time ago. I guess it had to be 20 something, 20. See, I've been in this business for 30 years, right? I'm sitting here I saw a tweet last night. This is what I love about the industry I'm in and this platform I have now, because I can be able to share it with other people. Anthony Goldwire used to play point guard, shooting guard, whatever guard for U of H. They had a post that he said 27 years after departing to the NBA, Anthony Goldwire now has his University of Houston degree. Let me tell y'all something. I remember, I wanted to represent this kid. 27 years ago, that man came back, got his degree, went overseas and played a little bit in the NBA, went overseas and played, tried coaching in the NBA. I saw him on the Boston. I remember him with the Milwaukee Bucks. Great young man. Very respectful. Had kids that grew up in this basketball community. And we got to shout out to these guys, man. 27 years later, he got his U of H degree. Now, guess what he's able to do now, y'all? He's a great coach. Now he's able to get a coaching job. You follow me? Now he's be able to get a G League head coach. Thank you, Herb. I don't know what team he was a G League head coach from. That's Herb. I don't know. That's Herb said that. I didn't say that. He said he was a G League head coach. I don't know what team that was. But great guy. Yo, these guys in our community. We have to celebrate guys in our community. And people was listening. I hope you were listening. That's why we got to share the show. Like, let me tell y'all something. Herb Baker, Kevin Lewis, Corey Henderson is always going to have other people just inherently, because of the color of his skin. You're going to have a certain group of people that going to always say negative things about Corey Henderson. Okay? I just want to explain to y'all certain things. So yesterday, when thank you for Googling that is Moody and putting it on the screen. Thank you so much, man. Because all I do is give you the breadcrumbs. That is Moody giving you the meat. Like yesterday, we were talking about, Chris was joking. Don't get me wrong. Chris Walker was joking about, Memphis got a top player again. So he talked about our pockets being a little bit lighter, joking about it. And, but what happens is when you joke about that stuff, after the fiasco with James Wiseman, you gotta understand, that's a university, man. I'm proud of University of Memphis, just like you proud of the university you went to, okay? I don't know if y'all do, but I send donations back to my school, to the to the basketball program. I earmark it to the basketball program. So of course, yes. What they say, your heart is where your treasure is. Yes, my heart is in Memphis. So anytime somebody say something about, I'm just trying to get the facts right. First of all, he's a black coach. You shouldn't even play around with that. You saw what they did with him and with James Wiseman, which was today, right now. What he did from James Wiseman, when nobody even think about it right now. All he did is help the family when he was on his AAU team. Let's say Herb Baker. Herb Baker do stuff for his AAU team. Okay? I know he done help some people on his A. Karen Roach, if he had a team. That is Moody, if he had a team. You done did some stuff to help I done paid a few light bills. I done paid some water bills. Okay? Y'all follow me? I didn't pay. So guess what? Not knowing later on, I'm going to get a coaching job. And what I did for that boy and his mama, the mama ran her damn mouth. And all of a sudden, Kevin Freitman, he's in violation because he's a booster. He was a booster of the club because he gave money to the athletic program. Nancy said she paid the dentist. We ain't talking about the dentist. The dentist. We ain't talking about the dentist right now. We ain't talking about this. This a whole nother. We talking about summer basketball right now, Nance. You're supposed to pay your dentist. Please pay him. Pay him. But all I'm saying is we can't joke like that because the other side is already don't like. Y'all got to realize the guy that Penny got, all these other colleges wanted him too, but he chose Penny. So when our brothers succeed, the first thing a lot of the coaches around here say, they told me. I wasn't just getting on Chris. I know the black coaches. He didn't got all them players. Now he got to win. He got all them players. Instead of saying, man, I support this brother. I ain't heard that one. I'm gonna tell you a guy who came up to me and said, I don't care what nobody say. I support that brother. I support Penny Hardaway. Alvin Brooks Jr. The coach at Lamar. He is one of the few coaches that came to me. You gotta understand, man. It's a lot of jealousy. Y'all see, y'all know y'all got jealous. Some people jealous of you. Probably some jealous of some people, and then some people like me. I don't care what nobody got. But it's just so unique, man. We got to start. It's how we see each other. It's how we see each other. You follow me? I bring up on this show one time, I said, high school coaches, summer coaches, black coaches, y'all have the power to put Mike Boynton, Penny Hardaway, Leonard Hamilton, all the black coaches in the Final Four every year. Do you know there's some people were looking at me sideways when I said that? Mark Edwards. Some people y'all know. Yeah, Ike Brown, yes. Juwan Howard. People were looking at me sideways, thinking I'm trying to take some power from them. No. All I'm saying was, we have the power to do it. I didn't say these guys are going to do it. Mike Anderson, thank you. We have the power to do it. I can't call every damn name out. Thad Moody, y'all can put them up there. We have the power, y'all. The people on this chop shop, y'all have the power. It should nothing go on in this summer basketball community. If y'all don't like it, let's get together and figure out the power that we have. You follow me? That's all I'm saying. I didn't say y'all gonna do it because I know it's hard to get us together. Believe you me. Think about it. Hey, listen to me, y'all. Jesus was the greatest leader of them all. He had problems keeping 12 loyal. I'm gonna drink some and I'm gonna let y'all soak on that one for a minute. The greatest leader of them all, he had problems keeping 12 loyal and keeping 12 in line. So I understand that. But all I wanted you to recognize, you can't never say, well, I never knew he had the power to do this, parents. I mean, it's just so unique, man. Let's not keep giving away our power. But shout out to Anthony Goldwild. Then I look on social media. You know, I'm watching social media, looking at social media. I was reading stuff. I said, y'all watch what y'all read and see on this social media. Okay? Vet it. Don't get one little old social media tweet and go, if I see a tweet or something like that, you know what I do? I'm going to show you how to do it. Just go Google the people they're talking about. Just go see if any credible news sources. I'm going to give you, I'm helping you today. Go see if any credible news sources has reported that also. And just keep going. And just keep going. And just keep going. until you find. Don't be quick. You know, a lot of this stuff going on, misinformation, misinformation and disinformation. Excuse me, I'm sorry, not misinformation. It's a lot of disinformation going on out here too on the vaccination. And these people are seeing this and they're going, I'm telling you, it's a young girl. I told y'all about it. I'm at the car wash. A young girl come up and tell me, I ain't gonna get the vaccine. You remember that Tuskegee incident, don't you? I said, yes. I said, do you know what you're talking about? I said, do me a favor. You tell me what you mean about the Tuskegee experiment. Y'all know what? She couldn't tell. She said, yeah, they gave them people some stuff down there. They gave them people the syphilis. I said, okay. Lot of disinformation. Disinformation, not misinformation that you make a mistake. Disinformation, people know it's not true and putting it out there, and we repeating it and we regurgitating it and we internalizing it. Social media, y'all, has empowered people to think that they know more technology than Elon Musk. I'm gonna repeat that. Y'all know some of these guys, but social media has empowered people to think they know more technology than Elon Musk. From 1,100 square foot apartment, they think they know more than Elon Musk. They know more about business than Mark Cuban. Herb Baker, his people I talk to parents and talk to people and talk to the handlers and talk to the people. I've been in this representation business for 30 years. And I think I know a little bit about it. Think I'm pretty good at spotting who's faking and who's authentic and who's real. Who's authentic, who's real. And there's people come at me. I told y'all. I met with some parents one time. Ivan Pettit Jr. Hey, Sonia Billings, I met with two mamas. They was talking to me, right? Somebody had introduced them to me. We went to dinner. We was eating. Sonia Billings, I promise you, when I left that meeting, Melvin Marks, that is Moody, with these two moms of some lottery pick, supposedly players, okay? I walked out of there. Check this out. I knew I wasn't going to never call these women again. I never answered their phone calls again because they thought they knew it all. 30 years in the business, and they were telling me how this thing go. I got 30 years of sons like y'all. I seen you moms like y'all come and go. After 30 years, you already know how many I've seen. We got epidemiologists out there that have been studying this stuff for years. But we got somebody on social media telling you what you should not do. And they ain't done nothing. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I saw something. We're going to laugh a little bit. I got to laugh a little bit. I saw something last night. Cookie Monsters. I saw this last night. And this is in our basketball community, right? It's our basketball community. I'm gonna get back, but I saw this. I'm just messing around a little bit. I got to share it out. And where my women at? Where's my boy? Sonya, you on here? Y'all help me out, Sonya. This lady who's a mother in this basketball community, she said the next married. Check this out, y'all. What's up, Derek Johnson? She said the next married or entangled person that ends up in my DMs with this "hey beautiful" or flirting, I am screenshotting your message and send it to the person you have tagged in your relationship status. Play if you want to. I'm sick of y'all. Hold up, y'all. I had to talk about that, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I know y'all on a 10-second delay. Ain't nobody said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Sonya, for saying something. Because, hey, Sonya, we might have some of these entanglers on this show right now. We might have a few. So hold up. Let me read it one more time. The lady said she tired of you Negroes. The next marriage. Now, hold up. She didn't say nothing about the single guys now. Gary. Single guys, y'all can keep, I guess she didn't say, single guys, y'all can keep texting. It's you married ass dudes and you entangled ass dudes. Entangled, I don't know what they, because everybody got an entanglement. I got to find out what she mean about that. I got to find about. She didn't say nothing about black or white, Kevin Lewis, but she just said, I'm not gonna get the vaccine, but I stay home unless I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't care if nobody don't get the vaccine. I don't care about y'all saying. Stay your ass away from other people and infecting other people. That's all I say. I don't care. Get it, you don't have to get it. Just stay away. Go in your little cocoon somewhere. But the lady said the next time one of you married or entangled persons that ends up in my DMs with this "Hey beautiful" are flirting with me, I'm going to screenshot your message and send it to the person you have tagged in your relationship status. Play if you want to. I like that part. Play if you want to. I'm sick of y'all. And then, hold up. And then some more women came on and seconded. Watch this. She said, and it be the same ones in every female's DM. It's tiresome. Too much time on their hands. Oh, I love this, mamas. Expose these guys. Hold on. Then another mama said, it's sad. It's a sad world, girl. She said, then they try to unfriend you thinking that makes the message disappear. She said, I have receipts on everything, period. So, fellas, not nobody on this show. Let's share the show right now, because y'all know a lot of y'all friends need to know about this, because their ass finna get exposed. I'm not telling you who said it. And Herb, I tell you, yes, I'm not flirting with her. Yes, she looks good. No, I'm not trying to listen to me. Y'all gotta understand. You know how people be telling, you know how people be talking, don't be mentioning me on the Chop Shop. Don't be mentioning me. I said, homeboy, homegirl, we in season 5, episode 10 of your bullshit that you done put on social media. So how in the hell you gonna tell us what not to talk about? Huh? How about that? But check this out. No. Listen, Morris Parson, it got to be bad for a woman to post it. What your married ass doing talking about, hey, beautiful? Hey, hold up, y'all. In writing. Listen, y'all. Fellas, I'm not against y'all. I'm not against, fellas. I like to flirt too, but I'm not married. Fellas, don't let them have documented evidence. Fellas, don't do it in a DM. Fella, when you see her, say it. Morris, I'm just trying to help. Morris. That's all I'm trying to do. Diary of no, she ain't mad. No, Ivan Pettit. Let me tell you something. These women, you got to understand, I got 5 sisters and a daughter. They talk to me. They talk to me about his intimate stuff. I mean, some of this stuff I don't even want to hear. That's why I'm so sensitive to women. Yo, them girls be messed with a lot, man. These dudes mess. Sometimes and sometimes it's good. Women want to be felt to be women, and know people are being attractive to them. But for this to happen, ladies and gentlemen, they got on this woman's fucking freaking nerve. They must have kept doing it in the same dudes. And she probably was stop it, Gary Sinclair. Gary, that's you wrong for that. Women go, thank you. Women go through a lot. That's why I always take my hat off to them and treat them with the utmost respect, man. I know, babe. I can't feel for it, but with my daughter, beautiful girl, she just showed me some of the stuff. She said, Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look at this mess. And hey, let me, fellas. All I'm saying, fellas, okay, keep on flirting, but it's okay. But your ass gonna get exposed to your wife now. You're gonna get exposed to your entanglements. Cause these ladies ain't playing with you, cause she had a choir behind her. I didn't read y'all but two. It was some more, man. It was some more after that now. Let's it's a thing we can make light of, but man, sometimes these women get tired, man. Let me tell you something. You gonna know if she like you or not. But I know some of us got that, some of us got that Cuomo syndrome. I'm gonna keep messing with her until she say yes. Yeah, happy birthday to your mom, Daryl. I didn't. I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's a mama. I mean, I look out for my mamas on this show, man. What my Laker fans at? Stephen A. Smith said something about you Lakers. I hate Chris Walker ain't on here today. I hate he ain't on here today, but and I asked this question the other day when Chris Walker was on the show and he never answered it. Let me tell you something. Chris Walker is very good at not answering questions. And all he said, I said this, y'all. You know when they got Melo and y'all was bragging about what is Chris Charles on there? Because he got the Shaq shirt on his avatar. I said this, Derek Johnson. I said, why didn't LeBron get Melo sooner when Houston dropped him off? Why didn't he? Well, evidently the dang-a-lang ain't that good because she telling you, evidently the tallywhacker and all of that ain't that good because she telling y'all, whoever the people is in this woman's DM, she must don't want that little tallywhacker y'all's. So, cause if a woman, if a woman wanted that, guess what? She wouldn't be printed this. She wouldn't print this. Somebody done pissed these women off, man. I didn't know these dudes was doing that, man. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna put a DM and talk about, hey, my Ty, how you doing? You're beautiful. I'm coming over there in the DM. No, sir. I'm gonna go find out where she is. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Guess what? All she can say is, rather have was flirting with me. Okay, you can't write it down and send it to nobody. Chris Charles, hey, there he is, he on there. Chris Charles. Oh, see, hold up. Hey, my little sister has spoken. I'm putting her, she said, thank God I don't have them problems. You used to have them problems. What the hell are you talking about? But I've heard it's an epidemic in the DMs. She used to have these problems. But all your Lakers, give me, y'all text the Laker fans, because I got some questions I want to ask you damn Lakers fans. All of this time, y'all talking about LeBron, the man that been on the banana boat and all this stuff with y'all. And the Rockets, they just dropped him off at heavy trash. Melo, and I love Melo. And LeBron took 2-3 years to get the man. And Stephen A. Smith said, hold on, I'm going to give him, he said, it's easily, the argument could be made. This is something LeBron should have done years ago. All of you LeBron taker-uppers, All of you, y'all, hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me put this up here, y'all. Let me put this up there. Let me put this up there. Let me tell you. Because guess what? Hey, I gave everybody warning. If you're big and bad to put a comment up on this screen, yeah, fair goddamn game. Fair game. Hold up, let me put it back up there. I don't want his ass to get away with nothing today. He gonna got to crying in a minute. This man said LeBron is not the darn GM. I'm gonna let y'all get his ass first. Half of Clutch's payroll, half the people on the Paul Miranda. I'm gonna let y'all sick it. What Kim Jackson? Kim Jackson. Half the people was on the Lakers payroll is Clutch management under Clutch. LeBron James is, y'all can talk about that Rich Paul crap all you damn want to. It's LeBron James company. Rich Paul didn't have no money to start no goddamn company. Let's get that straight. I'm saying he has power, but not. Man, you got to be okay. Don't none of y'all listen to Walt. Okay, my bad. Well, let me take his book. Let me take his stuff off there. He ain't really that important. Y'all say y'all don't listen to him no way. He ain't okay. He ain't that important. But, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I just gave him one, and he's still talking. Half the payroll of the Lakers has been Clutch players since LeBron been there. And LeBron, technically, hey, let me tell you something. You don't have to be technically. I'm talking about, explain to me, Chris Charles, then. Chris Charles, since you want to, technically, I got some technically for you, Chris Charles. Let me help you, Marissa. Watch this, Marissa. Explain to me. That's all I'm at. Explain to me why half of the Laker payroll, while LeBron's been there, has been Clutch clients. Since LeBron. Oh, hold on. That's just a coincidence, Hatter. We ain't getting mad at LeBron. No. Nobody get mad at LeBron. Well, I'm not gonna say. Then answer the question. Then, Chris Charles and Walter Yates, answer the question. Y'all act like LeBron the GM. Why has he got Melo on there now? What happened in the last 2 years? Chris Charles. Don't nobody else answer this. Kimberly, don't nobody else answer this. Just Walter Yates and Chris Charles. Walter, I'm gonna give you another shot, Walter. Share the show as you run. Look at Trey Phillips. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trey Phillips, hey, not just Rob Pelinka. Jeannie Buss is allowing it. Y'all, David Dennis. Okay, he said maybe Melo didn't want to play in LA. Yes, he did. Hey, no, David Dennis. I know for a fact he wanted to play. Yes, he wanted to play. He wanted to play. Yes. Quite popular dude. No. He wanted to play. He wanted to play with the Lakers. Hold up. You think he went to Portland? David Dennis, have you ever been to Portland? Other than Nike, you want to get the hell out of there after you done toured the Nike's campus. It rains. Let's say it's with 30 days and 31 days in a month. It rains 25 of them. He wanted to get the hell uh, out of there. Out of there, man. Now, he wanted to go. If he can't listen, his other partner, David Dennis, got him to Houston. Houston just didn't like him. His mindset wasn't right in Houston. Houston didn't like his other Chris Paul did it. So you rather so why couldn't Brun? Y'all need to quit taking up for this dude, man. Listen, I love his school up there. I passed right by the school when I went up there at Canton, Ohio. Akron is right by Canton, y'all, in case you didn't know. I love what he's doing for the kids. What's Stephen A. Smith? Hell of a philanthropist. Hell of a this here. Hell of a all of that. But the thing was, David Dennis, easily the argument could be made that this was something that LeBron should have done years ago. Don't we have at least an argument? Don't we have at least an argument? You also got to think about it. Melo didn't want to come off the bench. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's my dude. That's my dude. That's my dude. That's all. Hey, man. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. Y'all just don't understand, man. I'm trying to look at Jimbo. He done made. Boy, that man has made it, man. Let me bring him in, Jimmy. Hey, hold up. Boy, you done made it to Vegas.
Yeah, man. Ooh, man. Hey, one thing about Vegas, you don't need a alarm clock. All you got to do is open the curtains. Open the curtains. That's all you got to do. Open the curtains.
And they got the thickest, hey, Jimmy, they got the thickest curtains in the world. No, all over the world. The Vegas curtains, you know, they have about 4 or 5 of them. You know, they had a sheer one. Then they have the dark one. Then they have the other one. You know, I don't know what hotel you in. My bad. What's going on, man? What's happening?
Man, you know, of course, today I get to check out a few of the Texas-based players that'll be playing on summer league on NBA summer league teams, and then I, you know, had a couple of meetings last night, and you know, fellowship, saw a couple of you know, lots of people, you know, last night. Didn't even have to leave the hotel, and you know, Kendrick Perkins, he sends a shout out to the Chop Shop from last night. KP was down there, and you got to realize, remember now, the assistant coach at UNLV was the starting point guard for Beaumont Ozen when they had their run to the state tournament 3 years in a row. Brandon Chappelle, he was an assistant at Lamar University last year, and he got the job at UNLV. So he's very instrumental in luring and attracting Royce Ham and Stretch Williams from the University of Texas to UNLV. So, you know, of course, so anytime KP's in town, he's looking out for his little brother, and that's Brandon Chappelle. So got to shout out to them, and for guys that's doing work. It's also got a chance to saw Coach AB3, Alvin Brooks III, yesterday evening. Saw him. He's flying on back this morning. But see what happens, I saw a lot of college coaches.
They come to support their guys.
For every player that's participating in the NBA Summer League, their former college coach is, in all likelihood, is going to fly up here and show in a show of support. And when we were talking last night with one of the guys, somebody came up with a name of this, and I'm telling you, Alex, this stuff maybe it might be the pandemic. It might be because people hadn't been and saw a lot of these guys hadn't seen each other. It wasn't a summer league last year, I don't think. This NBA Summer League is being called. This is what they're calling it. The name is going to be. It's a catchy name. Say this is the Final Four of the NBA. Everybody comes through Vegas during the 10 days that they're here. If you're in somebody in the basketball world, everybody who's somebody is going to slide through Vegas in nothing more than a day or two.
Except me.
It's everybody.
If it wasn't COVID, I'd be there.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
I mean, media alike, everybody's gonna slide through, and so it's not necessarily there. So the atmosphere, to whereas, you know, I asked the question, I say, we talk about stereotypes, and it happened twice last night, whereas a white person would ask you, are you here? Are you with the NBA, or are you here with one of the teams? Not are you a player, but what do you do? Like, do you work? So in other words, you're insinuating everybody that's black that's here in Vegas during these days. If you have a certain steez or swag about yourself, they figure you are NBA. Or that can be a fishing question, because if you say yes, then that means now they putting the bait on the line. They're working, and that's another thing. They working out there, and it's weekdays.
Man, I get an update every 30 minutes. I got some spies out there. I just ain't
working.
Yeah.
They're definitely working. But other than that, and I'm looking at some of the. I'm surprised, of course, the signal is pretty good. Up here, overlooking the hills, and the strip that is down in Vegas. Got a bad boy right there, boy. This one of them corner suites. This bad boy right there. It's like parts unknown. So I can't.
No.
You guys know later.
It's nice. Yeah, that's good. Your wife said, "What's up?"
Well, that go my hey, man. She said, "I got to log on to the chop shop to see my husband." Yeah. So of course.
Hey, and you can't go by our. Hey, you can't, since we are not there. You can't go by our spot and eat none of them damn crab legs too. You can't go by there. Me and Sandra ain't
No,
sir. No, sir. Huh? Can't do it.
No, she would want me to do that. She would want me to do it.
No, man. Leave my spot alone. Hey, wait a minute now. Hold on now. You got. Hey, hold up. It ain't no show tomorrow. I might be out of here tonight. I might be out of here tonight like you did. But I'll see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know I'm anxious to see Joseph Young today. I saw his brother last night. Matter of fact, I saw his brother downstairs, and we talked. I asked him how did he do another game, and he's like, the Joe. I don't know the numbers. Maybe somebody can pull them up. It didn't sound like Joe knocked it out the park in his first game with Sacramento. But it's not the first. You have to be able. Each team is guaranteed 5 games during the summer league.
Yeah.
And so that means you have to establish some level of consistency, right? And we hopefully Joe Young can morph into that play. I'm just really rooting for Joe, and so it's like I said, it's a lot of happenings down there. I get more action. Like I said, didn't do nothing last night, but we went in 8 and fellowship. A few of the fellas, few of the NBA guys. Seawalk in here got Seawalk rolled it out. He's down there, Chris Walker, and so that's what we was most of the doggone night. She was going down, landed, got with Chris Walker, left on through there. They have a mask recommendation now in the casinos in Vegas. They recommend if you're a guest, then they're recommending that you wear your mask indoors unless you are eating and or drinking. So some people are following it, some people are not. But I know that things are getting tight around the country in regarding to the mask, and different states have different vibes about it. And, and I'm noticing more every day there's somebody else on the news who's regretting that they didn't take the vaccine. And, my question is, do you guys, do you feel sorry for everybody, you don't have to take the vaccine. That's your option. But the thing is, when you hear people say some of these stories that like they were bamboozled, they were influenced, they believed so much, they shouldn't have believed all the stuff on social media. They didn't do enough research. Well, that's part of choices and consequences. And a lot of people are just, my thing is, if you chose not to mask up, if you chose not to vaccine, if you get your ass sick and whatever happens to you, guess what? Suck it up. Take it like a man. Or in this case, in today's you Me Too supporters, take it like a woman. So that's the thing. Thaddeus Moody said, did I go to the Chicago White Sox? Did I see the game last night? No, what I did, I was traveling yesterday, Thaddeus Moody, and I was talking with one of the Irvin, I think which one of the Irvin boys, with Mac Irvin 5, one of the Nick Irvin. And Nick, I was letting him know about the ball team that Thaddeus Moody had told us about, the Chicago White Sox ACE program. They played on the Field of Dreams in Iowa last night. And the game actually was an exciting game. I saw some of the highlights, which they won 8-7. But then tonight, there's another game. I think the Yankees are playing in the Field of Dreams tonight. And this will be the first game like in a long time of its kind. They actually, the field which helped personify the movie Field of Dreams, with it was Kevin Costner, I think back in the days. And that's going to be really special tonight. A lot of people is going to really, that's baseball is a special moment. But the Little League World Series is going on. We had a team from Texas. I don't know how they're faring right now, and another team from Louisiana. I think they played each other a couple of days ago. But it's like I said, I've been a lot of traveling, getting all this stuff together, helping Jeffrey Day with his G-Day, his running gun. It's going to take place Saturday and Sunday at the gym. Was helping, putting the schedule, helping. He did his own schedule, which is great. He did pretty much got his own teams. It's pretty much transferred the schedule over to the RCS Sports app. So I think I'm freezing up a little bit. You guys catch me right there.
No,
now
you're
I'm
good.
checking. I'm able to handle some of your questions. Kevin Freeman said, "You're going by the lid spot in the Venetian." Freeman, that's not the only lid spot in Vegas. There's like 3 lid spots. There's one, seriously, there's like 3 different lid spots down here. I'm gonna definitely hit one of them. And normally what I do with the lid spot, I got my hat box. So I got room in it. I only brought like about 4 lids. So I can get 2 more lids in there. If I get more, then I just ship them home. And Sandra sent me on assignment down there.
Yeah, I just heard her. She said she wanted one thing. She said, make sure you take care of that business.
I forgot. What is it? I forgot. No, I ain't forget. I know it. I forgot. She asked me if I ever go take a walk, next door to the hotel, you got the what connects the Aria and the Cosmo.
Yeah. What? Oh my God, that's my hold up. That's my home away from home. What is you talking about?
What connects those two together? That's what she
the crystal shops. That's what I call them. Oh my good. Hey man, let me tell you something. That's my favorite place to go. I don't get off the plane unless I go there. I just go walk through there and say, what am I gonna do crazy? Because when you go in there, you're gonna do something crazy. Yeah. She wants something big in there, Doc.
We walked through last night, and Chris Walker says, I wonder if they strategically put, he said, you walk by and you act like you don't see one store, you got another hitting you right in the face. You missed that one, there's another hitting your face. And another one, and another one. You get down to the end, you got Hermes right at the end.
Oh,
and then you come back another, you can't,
And get what
just
Louis
stay
do.
away.
Get what Louis Vuitton do to you. Louis Vuitton
They got upstairs and downstairs.
they give you 2 stories. They said
Upstairs and downstairs.
we got 2 stories for your ass.
Yeah.
Now,
So
you know what, Jimmy? I
guys,
think I'm gonna stay at home. I think I stay at home. It's something I'm trying to get for Christmas, man. And I think I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
you know what's really talked about down here? Then I'm trying to see. I don't see how I'm gonna have time, but man, I've heard people talk about it before I came and arrived in Vegas.
What?
But people saying
Usher.
that the show, the Usher show,
oh my goodness,
is off the chain. I had one of the college coaches from University of Texas. He's here in town, and he said they had just came from the Usher show yesterday. He says in his life, there's 3 concerts that makes his top 3. He said he saw Earth, Wind and Fire. He said he saw I can't think what the second one was, but Earth, Wind and Fire was the first, and he says Usher. He said it wasn't a concert; it was a production.
Oh, dude!
He said, "Man, Usher is off the chain,
dude." And also, Jimmy, I don't know if they still there. You got to go see that Boys the Men one. It's a production.
Well, you can't go see a Boys the Men by yourself.
When I tell you it's a production, you said production. You rather see Usher than Boys the Men?
Usher has more dance songs grooving songs than Boys the Men.
Boys the Men Boys the Men got stuff they done wrote, Jimmy, that they put into the act. It's like an act. You be saying, I didn't know they wrote that. I'm just telling you. I mean, you don't have to, because I didn't think I wanted to go when I went. But yeah, I've been hearing, it's friends of mine, everybody been talking about Usher. What hotel is that?
Usher's doing a residency at is it Caesars?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody been talking about it. Hey, Yvette, everybody been talking about it. But nothing like a Michael Jackson concert and a Michael Jackson Luther Vandross concert. Them my 2 favorites.
That's the second one that he said. That's what he said. He said Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson, and Usher is the 3rd on his list.
Listen to me.
And
I'm not talking about in concert. Paul Miranda. Listen, Paul Miranda. I'm not talking about Usher. I'd rather go see Usher in concert. But this production that they put on at these hotels, they got residency. You might not know this, Paul Miranda. Some people have residencies there. And they have an act like Celine Dion and all of these people. You think you done saw them on when they in here? They got the stage moving. They got the acrobatics. They got everything within these shows that they couldn't do regularly in a regular show. So I'm just trying to help you out a little bit, Paul. I know you probably ain't never been. But yes, Usher even, Jimmy, it's some segments, he around there dancing on his skates with some guys. He's skating and dancing and singing at the same time. So
Usher better sit his old ass down. He gonna mess around and pull a hammer with them skates. And now that makes I'm gonna tell you something. While we think on this topic on this Baby Friday, what's your top 3 concerts, production-wise, that you've ever been to?
Thank you,
top
Corey.
3.
But thank you, Corey. Corey, you done been and you know what the hell I'm talking about. Because Jimmy, you got to realize, I said, man, I ain't going to no damn Boys and Men concert. Just like you said it, right? I got in that moment. I said, what the hell? She coming all around. I said, it's crazy. Thank you, Corey Willis.
What's your top 3? What's your
I just told you. Michael Jackson, okay. Luther Vandross. There's one more. Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross. Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross.
Boys and Men don't make your top 3?
Hell no. No, I'm talking about concert. Hell no. They ain't in the top 3.
Who's your top?
We just talking about Vegas. I'm talking about Vegas residents. I'm talking about concert.
I'm talking about,
no, it ain't my hell no.
I'm talking about period.
No, hell
Who
no.
your top 3, period?
No, I got one more. I got to think. I just gave you the Michael Jackson, Luther
Here go
Vandross.
my top 3.
Yeah. And
My top 3. Production wise. That way you
Michael
giving props to
Jackson,
the production.
Luther Vandross.
Here's my top 3.
Uh-huh.
Janet Jackson, The Rhythm Nation was a hell of a production.
She was good. She was
back
good.
in the day.
She was good. She was good.
I saw Earth, Wind and Fire in concert, but I was at the time during that peak. They were. I was young. I wasn't old enough to appreciate the horns and everything in the production part of it. So I'm gonna get them a mulligan or incomplete, not include them on my list. There would be one. I did not see.
I got my other one, Jimmy. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I went to see Kiss. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life, but keep going. Kiss. Yeah, the concert Kiss. Yes. Yeah. I was younger then, though. I was a youngster then. Kiss. I was a part of the Kiss army, Jimmy.
You got little Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I was a part of the Kiss.
You got little Gene Simmons in.
Jimmy, they had the drummers suspended in the air, playing the drums, going upside down and flipping. Ace, then Ace Frehley, Peter Criss was the drum. Yes, I'm going to leave that alone. Whew. Jimmy.
Oh, and you know what? I take it. Beyonce is a production.
I fell asleep on her. I fell asleep on her.
No.
When she started singing Halo and all that old. When she started singing them slow songs, I fell asleep.
I know, but it ain't what they're singing. It's the production. You're talking about like the stage
production
work
is good. Production is great.
Beyonce is definitely. I saw her.
Yeah.
I saw her, and Beyonce definitely makes my top 3.
Oh, Rick James in Parliament, Jimmy. Oh my God, Parliament Funkadelic. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness, I was scared of them things. I thought some roaches would have came up out. It's so much stuff. I thought some rats would have come out in the crowd. They was doing so much stuff.
Like Isley Brothers and Herb mentioned Isley Brothers.
It's not production. Not production.
It wasn't a production about it. It was up there just playing. There wasn't a lot of theatrics with with that and the Isley Brothers. I'm looking at some. Yeah, I can imagine. I haven't seen Kanye in concert.
It ain't go sing.
It wasn't no theatrics. I mean, in that to me, Luther. You mentioned Luther, one of your top, but Luther wasn't a production like.
Oh yes, he was, Jimmy. Yes, he was. They changed sets.
You must have had some work with you.
Jimmy,
you had some work with you. You think about the moment.
Jimmy, he changed sets and they changed costumes and they changed graphics every every 2 or 3 songs. Yes, it was. You must ain't been to Luther show concert because you would have understood.
Seen Luther. I've seen Luther in concert live. I think I've seen him twice. As a matter of fact, the Prince Purple Rain might go into my top 3 back in the days. That was because at that time that was on the front end of doing like a lot of the things that changed. And Prince was, he was on top of the world with that Purple Rain tour. I even scalped tickets to that show.
Johnny Guitar Watts. Man, go on. Man, this man talking about Johnny Guitar Watts. Chris, hey, I'm going to block Chris Felix. Hey, where my people at? Chris Charles. Give him a day in the street. Hey, Jimmy, hold on. We ain't seen it yet. But Corey, I got a feeling this Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak is going to be my best ever. I got a feeling. I'm just predicting right now. This Bruno Mars and this Anderson .Paak, because they working on it so hard, Jimmy. And guess who giving? Guess who is help producing it? Bootsy Collins. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. What else y'all got?
and so of course, I mean that was just a good blast to the past.
Yeah, that's good. What else we got, man, out there, man?
Anything goes on Baby Friday.
Jimmy, what did they say about the overtimes last night? It was 2 overtimes in the summer league last night.
No, well, nobody was talking about that last night.
Okay.
I didn't remember. Flew in, didn't get into landed at 9:30. something like
Oh,
that.
that's
And
prime
then
time in Vegas.
yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. We didn't go. We came over, and I came over and met Chris
I met the
Walker,
people. Okay,
and
okay.
then went and ate and sit down. We never. Next thing you know, he'll drop the bags, met, and you know, he got the Boss Hog suite. You know, the suite with the panoramic view. You know, on the Monopoly board, you got Park Place and Boardwalk.
Right. Oh,
This right
y'all
there where that
balling
meet
out
at
there.
right
Y'all balling out there. Hey, I'm out there. I'm out there in Canton, Ohio, in the goddamn Courtyard Marriott, because that's all they got out there. Hey, y'all, Courtyard Marriott was like the Ritz Carlton in Canton, Ohio. Wait till y'all go. Y'all gonna say, you know, all you bougie ass people. Listen to me, y'all. Emmitt Smith and all them folk was staying at the Holiday Inn. Ty Law, who got a mansion, was staying. Hold up, no. Charles Wilson got a mansion. He was staying in the Hilton Garden Inn. It just ain't no hotels there. And y'all out there living it up like that. I'm so mad. But keep on going. Keep on going. Y'all keep on going. Because I get on that plane on y'all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, of course, it's once again, in Vegas at the NBA Summer League, and right. it's being dubbed as the equivalent of the NBA's Final Four. And yeah, I mean, this just understand. We only went in 2 hotels last night. Mm-hmm. This hotel and the one next door. Mm-hmm. And
everybody.
And it's like you thought you saw half the world in just those 2 places.
Did you know this, Jimmy? That the NBA offices, you know, the offices in New York, they moved their whole office, their whole operation to Vegas.
Yes.
So that's thousands of people there.
Yes, they told us that when we were in Orlando.
Okay.
And that's because they do that because
I ain't talking about the Players Association. I'm talking about the NBA too, and the Players. I'm talking about the actual what his name? Adam Silver's offices. Also, you know, that's 2 separate offices. Now the Players Association, they move, but Adam Silver and them move all of them people out there. You know, so that's why I tell them guys to be careful. Everybody's out there watching them. Especially you Fringe guys. And Jimmy, there's a lot of them on the Fringe. Oh my God. I'm loving watching these games though. I'm loving watching the games. So
and Derek Johnson, he's still talking about concerts they having the bash to the past. So you mentioned Roger Troutman and Zapp. You know, I actually did them. I brought them to Houston twice back when we had Club 6234 over on Richmond Avenue back in the early 90s. I did Roger Troutman. That brought them here twice. That was right around the time when they would actually broke up. Remember, it was Zapp was still doing their thing, and Roger Troutman actually had split up. I think him and his brothers, Larry and all those guys. But yeah, that took me back right there. And somebody, I think, just told me to go eat at the Yardbird. Is that the same thing as the Yardbird in Houston? That sports bar? That ain't the same thing, is it? I've never ate it. He said in Vegas, the Yardbird.
My man said what they saying about the Rockies. Nothing.
No. Now people was talking about the Rockies last night, and a lot of people.
Coach, you Houstonians was there. No, he talking about what people. You tell them what you said, because I ain't heard nobody talk about them.
I'm saying Yeah. I talked with guys that understand. I just told you I was with Nick Irvin and some of those guys from Chicago. Oh, I got to talk to Ayo's dad. He hung with us for about an hour last night, and Chris. You know, Chris just went straight into interview mode. Chris went and asked him straight out. He said, man, and he just, not in a attacking way. He was like, he just let him express gratitude for them having to endure the drop of Ayo all the way to the second round. Remember, he was projected to be high, and it happens to somebody and somebody's every year. But now he just has that chip on his to be able to ball out and they be able to get him a guarantee and work his way on through the long route. But you know, he played with Mac Irvin 5 with that program when he was in his grassroots days. So it was great to see the dad still hanging with Nick Irvin and the crew.
Why would he not hang with him?
Well, you know, sometimes when people get up the ladder, you know, you leave some people behind. or you go in different ways. But one thing about Chicago guys, and that ain't just the Irvin family. A lot of those people that from Chicago programs, they still maintain those relationships. They go back and reach back into those programs and give back. Now that's something we don't see on a regular in the state of Texas. Now here's what we do see. Let me give it to everybody, get a disclaimer. Everybody get to start getting tight. And your asses get tight. What we do see in Texas, guys get to the league and they will create their own program under their namesake. You see, that's not the same as reaching back and giving or somehow stimulating the economic status of the program for which you played in. Big difference. Big difference.
Everybody have their guys say to you with the daddy not around. Did y'all get a chance to talk about why or what are they saying? Why he dropped? Or you didn't ask that question?
Well, no, Chris Walker asked him the question, and I heard it, and they were talking. We all were standing there, but it was like two. No, you're talking. It's like two conversations going at the same time.
Right.
If it's like four people standing there, I'm talking to one, and he's talking to the dad. It's because he didn't know who the dad was. But I'm sure that he explained his thought process. But it hurt because you're talking about money, and this wasn't a guy that left early after the freshman year. This was a guy who had went through the whole play, followed the system, and I mean did it.
And Jimmy, sometimes they penalize the cats for that. Damn, Jimmy.
Yes, and that's what. Know what?
You said
the daddy. I hung up a little bit. The daddy did. I did hear him mention.
What did Daddy say?
Something about the age. They rather some of those 19-year-olds, and Chris had a good
comeback.
Like not a comeback, not a rebuttal, but he had a good antidote. And I didn't hear it all what Chris said, but it was something about that's their thoughts is that the NBA is preferring that 19-year-old over that 23-year-old, so to speak. And yes, that is true for some folk, but everybody don't subscribe to that theory no more.
No,
everybody don't.
No, they don't. Something happened, Jimmy, I think, in this guy's. I mean, I haven't talked to nobody, but I'm going to hold up. Keep talking. I'm going to text somebody who just been texting me that is somebody in that out there, and he'll tell me exactly what happened. They talk. These people, he'll talk. All I'm going to say is what happened. Wait a minute. Why did Ayo drop? You keep talking, Jimmy. I can't talk.
Well, I'm reading one of the comments from the Scholar Athletes. He's saying Vegas must go to the Big Jerk. They have live music just about every night. Great food, black-owned Jamaican chef. The Big Jerk. Let me write that down. Big Jerk. Well, you know what? I really probably want to eat somewhere that I never ate before. You're right. I might not even go to my gumbo spot. But that's the secret weapon, and it used to be a secret weapon. Hell, everybody in the world knows about it now. You have to wait an hour to get served at that place nowadays. But I want to go to a couple of places that I haven't eaten before, preferably black owned. That way it can support. So Big Jerk, I'm gonna see what that is, and see if we can go and make a slide by there. Now, Dave Dennis, the Yardbird. I'm writing this down. If that ain't the same, I want to ask you again. That's not the same yard food sports bar chain that's in Houston. Hopefully that's not the same Yardbird.
I don't know. I don't move. I'm glad you do. I don't go off the strip too much.
Kim Jackson, look at Kim. Kim said don't go by the dispensary. Kim,
she said
go.
She said you go to the dispensary. She wants you to go
before you eat.
Don't nobody
for
want
what? I got a natural high, Kim. I'm good.
Thank you. Hey, we got my boy Troy Prater's in the building. You see Troy? Troy said no.
Yard house. That's Yard house. Okay, so Yardbird is.
Okay, I got you. Y'all got it mixed up.
So what kind of food? What they specialize in? Yardbird, that's chicken. So I mean, what should I get when I go there? Let me know. You guys help me out. Okay, we mixed up Yard House. Cause I often tell you, Dave Dennis, don't come. I ain't even going no damn
Jimmy.
Bar,
the people say Yardbird. That yard
Yeah, I
house.
got it now. I got it now.
And we got an echo
So what do
somewhere.
I order? What I'm saying, what do I just order? I mean, is it something special, something?
Chicken and waffle,
Oh,
Jimmy. Troy said it's chicken and waffle.
Southern Comfort. I think I've been to Southern Comfort before. Is that the little soul food spot? I think I've been there before. I remember going to Southern Comfort.
Y'all better than me. I ain't going off the script. I ain't going off the damn script for nothing.
And you got to get that Uber car. It's the same thing. Getting that Uber car and get on about it. Now let's talk some hoops, man, and on some news. Of course, yesterday we touched on NCAA made a decision to basically slap them on the wrist, and that's one thing I should have asked, even though that's not his, that's not his dog, not his fight. When I was with AB3 last night about this, remember they, during the Art Browse era, Baylor had a lot of multiple violations, but the NCAA basically they didn't ban the Baylor from playing in the postseason this upcoming season. They didn't take away any scholarships. Let me say that again. The NCAA did not take away a single scholarship from the football program, nor have they been banned from playing in the postseason, right? And one of the young men, right, from Houston, who was an All-American during his days at MacArthur High School, Odell James, his name was published in the report, and he was at the time was the assistant director of football operations. He failed to cooperate in the investigation, and he was given a 5-year show cause. So basically, that means that Odell James declined and saying, "Look, man, y'all do what you got to do. I'm not going to sit here and get no deposition. I'm not going to cooperate and give up nobody or incriminate myself." So,
I didn't say nothing.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't say nothing.
So that's basically what he. Okay, I was just making sure. What no.
No, you good.
Couldn't make sure because I don't have all my
your mic
my Bluetooths are off.
Right. Okay.
There we go. So this situation, I mean, now the NCAA. Let me tell you something, man. They already on the ropes. They didn't do anything to Michigan State. If they would have done something to Baylor, then what does it look like? So they're being consistent. They're already losing a lot of their respect. They have lost a lot of respect coming on the heels of his name, image, likeness. The fact that you fought this stuff tooth and nail, hundreds of millions of dollars that they spent to fight against name, image, likeness, and even still, when name, image, likeness is ruled in to be to be activated by courts, it doesn't take any money out the pockets of the NBA of the NCAA, not anything out of pockets of them, not immediately. And think about it. So they fought to keep you not to go and be able to give you a share of some of these multi-billion-dollar football and TV contracts. That's what the end game is. And I think sooner or later, it might take another 10 years. Sooner or later, it's just a matter of time that the players will get a piece of that pie as well. Because you see how the SEC has shifted themselves.
In a relentless world,
connected. What is that? Track. Can you guys hear me?
No, yeah, you good. You good. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. So you see the SEC has shifted themselves, and they've incorporated, they're in the process of incorporating University of Texas and Oklahoma. So if the SEC wanted to, they can go and break away and form their own union. The TV deals expire in 2025, I think. They got enough power to do whatever the hell they want. Think about those states that the SEC encompasses. Just think about those states. And you had an election and think along election lines what colors those states was in the most recent election. Think about it. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. They stole Georgia, but, Florida. We're going to miss South Carolina. Think about these states. Kentucky. Think about what's the SEC. Don't pay attention to them. Also, I got some stuff in the mailbag. We ain't went in the mailbag all week. What we got? What we got in there?
While you going in there, I want to. They're talking about somebody was just mentioning Trey Phillips. J.R. Smith is going back to school. He's going to enroll in North Carolina A&T to play golf. He's a real good golfer. It's 5 handicap, which is real good. And Jimmy, I'm just trying to see. He skipped college, right? So why do they have to think about eligibility in question it because of his age? Because they're trying to find out is it because he skips college. He went straight to the league. So he's never was a college athlete. So, but I guess they got to get his transcripts and all that because that's 17 years ago? 17, you got to get his transcripts. I guess all of that factor into whether he get enrolled or whatever. I mean, eligible to play on a sports team. I guess that what it was. I guess it is. It's weird that there's a holdup in that area, But he's serious about golf. He can play his butt off. I think that's a smart move. He want to go down and want to play golf in college. I've never seen that happen before, and it's unbelievable. I shout out to him. His clock never started, but the NCAA. I think what they were saying, something about Walter Yates talking about it, Jimmy. I think they were talking about had to be something about his high school transcript, how it's hard to retrieve it, or they hadn't been able to retrieve it if he had one, Jimmy, because the other had probably wasn't going to school. So, if let's say let's say they don't find the transcript, it just magically not ever appear. How can the hell you gonna roll? You can just roll in college if the college have open enrollment like that, huh? Somebody in?
That falls right up under Chris Walker's expertise right there. He walk in the other room.
Oh,
he in the other room with his big daddy. You gotta
y'all doing it like that up there. Yeah, he on the east wing. He on the east wing.
Yeah, he on the east wing.
Yeah, okay.
And so he can go. One option is if that's the case, when they can't find the grades, because J.R. Smith went to high school in New Jersey. He came out the class of 2004. He can go and they can do a GED for him. Mm-hmm. You can do a test out and they don't get it twisted. Based on some of the actions.
Walter Yates just said something real smart. First time Walter Yates ever said something. He said he went to Oak Hill Academy to finish. Good luck finding that transcript. He ain't lying. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to find that transcript, Jim.
Well, you know what? That was one of the things now with J.R. Smith. Of course, he went straight out of high school, but one of the things was if he had went to, I remember back in that year of 2004, if he had went to college, they was questioning if it was going to be eligible or not. Either way.
Right.
So that's the thing. Now, guess what?
Hold on, Jimmy. You see how important education is?
But I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him, but I'm just
and I'm rooting for the now the schools that's in that conference ain't gonna be rooting for him because that makes their golf team a whole lot better.
Of course it does. Yeah, and he can afford all the good lessons. he probably gonna have all these top guys who give lessons come and help these kids. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When you got money, let me tell you something. I told y'all a long time ago. You can buy a golf game. You can't buy no basketball game. You can buy a golf game. You can buy a tennis game. You can't buy a basketball game. But what you say, Jimmy?
Now, Herb D says, I thought there was an age restriction in D1 sports. No, Herb.
No.
If you don't recall, that was a Heisman Trophy winner in football that went and played baseball till he was 26 years old.
Hinkie.
I want to say his name was Winky.
Winky. Yeah, Winky.
Matt Winky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played baseball till he was 26 years old.
Chris Winky.
And then,
yeah.
Chris Winky. I said Matt Winky. Chris Winky. And he won the Heisman at 28. He was 28 years old when he won the Heisman. So once again, the way the rules are set up, the NCAA is just a loophole. And my thing is this.
But what if they test the golfers? What if they test the golfer for that? He ain't gonna pass the tests now. JR ain't finna pass them tests, man. I'm just telling y'all right now. If the golfers get tested for illegal substances, his ass is gonna Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm just telling you right now. How about that?
He ain't gonna be the only one.
Okay then. All right. Okay.
You know, they got some stuff out there. JR, they got some stuff out there. Hopefully he'll be able to mask that stuff.
I'm so proud
but
of
my
that boy.
thing
I'm
was,
proud of him though.
If the reason I'm with JR on this, and I'm hope that he can be able to, JR Smith be able to be cleared by the NCAA and play golf, is because think about this. A lot of people didn't even know the story and didn't even know about Chris Winky, who won the Heisman, right, at Florida State. A lot of people didn't even know about that story. So guess what? If it wasn't no energy when he did it, then you do your job. Well, not your job. You should feel compelled to push back if there's a drop of energy against J.R. Smith. You know, J.R. Smith got his 2 rings, one with Cleveland, one with the Lakers, took his shirt off in the middle of both of them and slung it in the air and went to the White House, did all this thing. Guess what? And he went on out. We didn't hear from him again. And guess what? Obviously he's been waking up early enough in the morning to go and be able to get pretty good at the sport of golf. And if this happens, do you guys understand how many other players that's young now that's not going to college? The same thing. That could do similar. It ain't just a golf thing in any of the sports. His clock has not started. So just think about that.
I don't think it's gonna be no mad rush, but I mean, golf is a unique game, and golf is a game. Like I was just trying to explain to y'all, you can actually buy yourself a golf game if you got enough money. You can you can be good in that. Now he said no time, but if you put a year or 2 into it, your ass can be real good because you're getting the best teaching, you got the best clubs, you got the best facilities. In golf, that matters. That's why that's why I don't be too many rags to riches stories on golf. Most of those guys out there, Justin Thompson, all them, a lot of them people rich. Everybody, the Brooks Koepka wasn't, but a lot of those people got a lot of money. Y'all got to realize a set of golf clubs for a young kid, if he's good, it's gonna cost between $3,000 and $5,000. So a set the kind that they use and they trying to perform with. So and then they guess what? Every 6 months, Jimmy, the technology changed. Well, I need a new driver, Dad. That driver just cost $700. But Dad, I need a new driver because the next 6 months, because the technology changed every 6 months. So it's a very expensive sport, and he can. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I am blown over by this. I can't. I hope this happens. I just want to see him play. I'll go out there just to see him play. You know, because I know how hard this game is, and it's a fun game. And he picked it up. I would have never thought J.R. Smith would have picked it up. I just never thought he would. but I think he was at Moses Malone. He was at a tournament with Moses Malone. They said a long time ago. Let me see what tournament they say he was at, and he fell in love with the game. Um, where was he?
And
Go on, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
and we have one of the comments that's out there in the boom boom room,
Yeah.
and who was that put that out? Somebody mentioned Joe Thomas, and yes,
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas was the oldest player to ever play and to ever go back and play Division. He was 55 years old, and that was just about 3 years ago. He came. He never got to play college ball. Remember, when he was about 16, 17. Joe Thomas was deaf or partially deaf, and so he had some stuff going on. He never got to play in college. Well, he came back at 55. They put him in the game in senior day, give him the ball in the first quarter. He run 3 yards, and but he made history. His son, the reason that name is familiar, Joe Thomas, plays with the Houston Texans right now.
What did the offensive tackle?
I thought he played defense.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I thought he's defense. He's a linebacker.
Okay.
The son.
I don't know.
The son plays for the Houston Texans right now. So his dad, that's Black history. His dad played at 55 years old, played Division I football.
That's a good one.
And so that clock, once again, Herb says a loophole for everything. But it used to be a 25-year requirement.
I got a question. And Chris in there, Chris, talk loud enough so he can hear you, Chris. Jimmy. Hey, all you Dallas Cowboy fans, Jimmy, I got to go here.
He's talking to you.
This is the worst damn Hard Knocks. Y'all know I love Hard Knocks, right? I'm an HBO guy. Dallas is the worst damn Hard Knocks ever. I mean, it's just the stupidest. Y'all go watch it. It's terrible. Got a terrible team and a terrible Hard Knocks too. I just want to throw that in there, man, because I meant to tell y'all about that yesterday. I couldn't stand it, Dale Griggs. Because Dale Griggs, do me a favor. You need to go back and watch the older ones. Some kind of way it's terrible now. I didn't like it. They would seem like fake. Mike McCartney seemed fake. I just didn't like it, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. No, Dale, I know you like the Cowboys. I know, but it was terrible. I mean, wasn't nothing good. There's no memorable moments. Nothing. Dak. I mean, it was a Dak show. It was a Dak show. Jimmy, I didn't realize Dallas was so dependent on Dak to win. Why did they take so long to get that man his money? And Jimmy, they act like they can't do nothing. Here go Jerry Jones. Do you think he can throw? Jimmy, he go, I know he hurt himself, but you think he can throw just a little bit? Can you think? The man said, man, the man can't throw, Jerry Jones. I done call the Yankees. I done call everybody because, they know about throwing, Jimmy. Those organizations know about the throwing arm a lot, right? And the man just telling Jerry, the man messed up Jerry. And Jerry, do you think he could just throw a little bit of, sit your old ass down somewhere. I'm sorry. Just sit down, Jerry Jones. But Jimmy, y'all can go, man. Yeah, I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that. I didn't like that show. That's terrible. I'm going to give him one more time, though, because I like Hard Knocks. Yeah, Mindy, you got to take a look at it yourself. Mindy, you was at the dentist yesterday. She had an excused absence yesterday. But yeah, Jimmy, yeah, y'all can have a Hard Knocks. You make sure you tell Jimmy that, Chris, that the team is terrible and Hard Knocks is terrible. And Jimmy, got a question. When the hell does a 6-10 team get to be on Hard Knocks? Oh, Jimmy should blow out. Look, I knew it was going to blow out. It was kind of shaky anyway. Y'all help me out. A 6-10 team, Paul Miranda. Y'all, no, I ain't hating. No. Listen, my daughter love it. I ask y'all, if you ever watch Hard Knocks in your life, because I love Hard Knocks. If you ever watch Hard Knocks, this is a disappointment, man. a disappointment. Let me see what else. Let me see what else I got. Trying to wait on see Jimmy in this phone here. Oh, y'all, yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't tell y'all this yet. I mean, yesterday, y'all. Hold on. There was Women Rock Wednesday yesterday. And I let them people interrupt my Women Rock Wednesday. I didn't tell y'all that Viola Davis, it was her birthday yesterday, man. I'm sorry, Jimmy. What the hell are you doing over there, man? Oh, you want to give us, you want to give us the view. Wait, we can't hear you, though.
I'm trying to get you something.
Okay, give us something.
You can hear me?
Give us something.
I'm trying to get you something.
Give us something. Don't fall out. Don't fall out there. Oh, I know where y'all at right now. I know where y'all at.
We're going to take a little walk.
I ain't going to tell nobody.
Take a little walk.
I know where you at.
Hey, when you're in Vegas, you take a little walk. I'm going to take a little walk. We're going to go this way.
All I'm telling you, okay, get your internet right. Hey, why did you go to the, see, Jimmy, you got to get on the Wi-Fi, man. Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, your Wi-Fi ain't working.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm turning around for you.
I see. I know exactly where you're at. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm outside on the.
I know exactly where you're at, baby. I ain't gonna tell him. I'm gonna call to tell Sandra where your ass at, though.
Let me take y'all down here. I gotta wait till my.
Why don't you turn the Wi-Fi on, please? Huh? Hey, and don't go over to the women's the girls collection. Don't go over to Floyd Mayweather's strip club. Don't go by there. Don't go by there. Yeah, Jimmy, your Wi-Fi not on, man. We can't see nothing. You done messed up the whole thing, man.
Because I was outside.
I
want y'all to see that view.
Put your Wi-Fi on, man. I know you can't hear me. Put your Wi-Fi. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Get back in your spot, man. Click back off and click back on to your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click back out. I like that though. That was sweet. I like that, y'all. Hey, see, hey, let me tell you something. I wasn't about to show y'all the damn hotel I was in when I was in Canton. Hell no, I wasn't. But it was Viola Davis' birthday yesterday. Y'all, I meant to do that for Women Rock Wednesday yesterday. So happy birthday to her. And Alex Haley's birthday was yesterday too. And I just wanted to get y'all. I didn't put that. No, he ain't capping. He ain't capping. Frank said you capping. I said he ain't capping. It ain't capping if you got it. And what they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't capping if you got it, baby.
I know Freight ain't talking because if this was Freight would have took 50 pictures and added all on social media.
Jimmy, you show right. Your show right.
I just understand.
Hey.
hey, when you look good, you live good. You live good, you go.
Hey man, y'all. Hey, hold on. Y'all don't understand, Jimmy. While we've been on the air, I've been having people look me up flights right now. While we on the air.
hey, we got no space. Hey, we got stuff on that side.
No, you know where I'm gonna be. No, Jimmy. When I come to town,
that's right next door.
Huh?
That's right next door.
I know it's next door, but I got to come there to keep my status up, Jimmy. They be saying, Mr. Hatter, what? You done came and stayed over here? Oh, they the same hotel. They owned by the same place. Okay. Yeah. But I got to get some points, though. Got to get some points.
I wonder if I can get. Oh yeah, you mentioned the crab. I wonder if they got that open. I don't think.
Yeah.
Remember you mentioned.
Yeah. It might not be cause Jimmy. You can't go, man. For real, you can't go, man. Say, dude, you can't go to a place I showed you where to go to. Then go where I'm not there. Come on, that's you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not good. Hey, I noticed Chris Walker don't stay in that Cosmo no more since them dudes got hooked up at that hotel. That's where all them coaches got hooked up, got busted at the hotel at the Cosmo.
The Merle Cole suite.
Yeah. No, the Christian Dawkins suite.
The Christian Dawkins suite.
Yeah. He had a suite. He had a suite too.
I'm gonna hit his old pops up while I'm up here on the West. I'm quite sure they probably in town. I got to see Anif and the crew from Under Armour. They used to be with Under Armour. They're there with the Detroit Pistons. Them for about 20 minutes last night and chopped it up with them. They left Under Armour. They were in the administrative position in grassroots and went over to the Detroit Pistons, and they all got positions over there. Yeah, so like New York Knicks is Chocolate City in administration. The Detroit Pistons is Chocolate City to a certain degree as well. So and they're loving Cade Cunningham and and it's one of those things. And I want to chime in on that. There's another conversation that's probably been going on in Vegas for 2 days now, and that's after the Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green scenario. Here's what I picked up last night, and somebody gave me an analogy.
Okay.
When Jalen Green did great, and he did what he was motivated to do. He led his team to a victory. He stole the moment, but at the same time, Cade Cunningham did not lay an egg.
No.
Cade Cunningham played.
No.
So that's what you hope to see. So for somebody to go and just immediately go out there and say, oh, man, this dude is going to be dead. Because guess what? They both are promising. You can't be wrong. You can't. Right now, but we like the athleticism because Jalen Green can be the Ja Morant of Houston. Remember, just 3 years ago, Memphis was heavy trash.
That's a good point.
Them dudes was in the playoffs.
That's a good point.
Them dudes was in the playoffs last year. They were heavy trash.
Yeah, and pushed them guys and had a lot of injuries and pushed them guys. They pushed them guys. I forgot who they played. Yeah.
I mean, you just really think about it. I mean, they got rid of a lot of players.
Yeah.
Got rid of a lot of
Houston. You Houston fans would love to see that. And that's a great template to follow, though, Jimmy. Ja Morant.
Yes, that's what I picked it up last night from one of the conversations. They said, man, look, when you think about this, we're talking about the Rockets, and the Rockets are in the great situation right now. You know why? Because for the first time in a long time, they are starting the season with no trajectory of making the playoffs. Even last year, when the season started, James Harden was in uniform. Remember, whether he was going to go or not, whether he was going to be able to keep kind of like a Deshaun Watson situation. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll play a few games. Remember, James held out. He finally came and played. Remember when he did his first game playing last year? 44 points, I think it was. He scored in his first game back, and they knew, looked like he had a bodysuit on, with a Professor Clump suit on up on his uniform. He was out of shape. He hit 40 plus. So my thing is, this Rockets team, they still got Eric Gordon to try to get rid of. They got what's the boy name from the East Coast? The starting point guard. Starting point guard for the Rockets.
I don't even keep up with them. Who they got? John Wall.
They got John Wall to get rid of.
I forgot about
him.
So
how you get rid of exactly? We've been talking about the Rockets, forgot. So and people's like, man, the Rockets, of course, John Wall, he gets $44 million this year. And another 40 the year after that.
And he don't want no buyout. He want all his money.
He gonna do it like TJ Ford did. Remember TJ Ford was with the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Milwaukee Bucks was like, hey man, we need this slot. TJ said, the hell with y'all, I'm gonna sit right here. He said, okay, you're gonna get tired of sitting on that bench. He said, I'll be damned. I'm gonna sit right here on that bench and just chill with the rest. Like, I got a front row seat in uniform and get my bread.
What that old man said, give me my money. Hold up. I'm trying to find it, but keep talking.
and so think about it. How do you get rid of Eric Gordon? How do you get rid of a John Wall? Well, you can unload them. The Rockets have enough draft picks to serve as sweeteners. So, but you have to play them, and they have to be on the uptick in order to play them early on. Hopefully, Eric Gordon hit a few shots. He can show you he halfway back to normal because he's injury prone. And somebody may take him that needs that veteran presence on the bench. Remember, he was okay being the sixth man. He was sixth man of the year. So he's not nobody. Whoever get Eric Gordon, they're gonna get him for a starting position. They'll get him and so he can try to have a second chance at redeeming himself as in that six-man form. So we'll see how that goes.
Here you go, Jim.
Tell him to bring me my money. Yeah! Tell him to bring me my money.
That's John Wall right there.
That's wild, man.
I love that old man. I love that coach, man. But hey, man, what about your boy? Hold up, man, Jim. You was talking about Dennis Schroeder the other day.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what about Oladipo?
What happened to my Mrs.
You remember he turned down $112 million with the Pacers, right? See, y'all have forgot about that. He turned down. He turned down. You know how they asked for it? He didn't ask. He turned it down, got traded to Houston, turned down 45 from Houston, and now he playing for the veterans minimum at Miami.
So he doing it like DeMarcus Cousins in a sense.
No, yeah, because you remember I told y'all the man wanted to play at Miami. I was trying to explain to y'all that a long time ago. Y'all thought I didn't know what the hell. He wanted to play for Miami that bad. That man gonna get 2.6, man. That man went from Jimmy. You ain't hear me. They offered him Indiana $112 million. Then they traded his butt. Houston said, man, we're going to give you a $45 million extension. No, I don't want it. And now he got to play for $2.6 million this year, Jimmy. Unbelievable. I
mean, and I don't feel sorry one iota.
No.
I mean, he played in Miami last year. And I think that was the lowest points that he averaged per year since he came into the league in 2013. You know, and so I'm looking at the graphic right there. You mentioned, hell, look ugly on that twice and Oladipo on that twice.
No, they got him on there because of what they was offered all of this money.
Okay, yeah, I see now the before and after.
But yeah, in them places, I know I had something about that, man. It's just. But Jimmy, you remember that app I was telling you about, Open Source, who the people that does something with the Open Doors. I'm sorry, Open Doors. The app that the players from the NIL can do. Jimmy, I got some numbers I want you to take a look at. Their analytics, some stuff that they said the highlights of this thing, Jimmy. They said 88% of the NIL transactions were from social media. Okay, 88%. Let me put that over there. Then I got another one for you on their market share of how it's being broken down in teams. Let me see. Can I get it all? Oh, I got to do it. I got to do it. Oh, maybe I can make it smaller. I'll make it a little smaller. Bring it over there. Open Doors. It's this app that helps the players get endorsements. This just their analytics, Jimmy. This ain't it's just they're doing their analytic work. Just some stuff. They said 88% of all NIL transactions were from social media. Then they said 40% of the NIL money was from social media, and 29% from using a player's likeness in ads. Just 29% on ads. So one athlete earned $210,000 in total compensation in July. But the average for all the athletes is $471. So you take out that one kid that made that for that $200,000. It was just really top heavy. They was just talking about how top heavy it was. He said, while one athlete, unnamed athlete, they said, made $200,000, the median income for that month, the middle number was sorted, and it was $35,000 per person, man. So it's this bonanza that I know it's just the first year, y'all. And it's gonna take time, and that's what I was trying to explain to people a long time ago. This thing gonna take time, but I just want to give you the break, and that's just from for July and Open Doors. They gave these figures because I guess they're gonna give them for August too. They're gonna give them for but look like football is the king in this thing, Jimmy. By getting a little action. Seems like football and the king, so it's king. So If you like to comment on it, I just was giving you those facts. I mean, those figures that they sent to me and was telling me about what was going on in the NIL. What you put it on? You put it on mute. You muted yourself, Jim.
Yeah. You can see that the social media opportunities is there. It's not going to make anybody rich,
No.
but what it can do is it can fill potholes in your pockets
Of course.
from here and there
It's
for
still a good
for
thing.
college.
Yeah.
And what happens is it's like an old saying. It takes one to get one. In other words, it takes money to make money in most cases. So what I mean by that is once a young man, a student athlete gets that one endorsement or sponsorship, then that can open the door for him to get a second one. Because now people can say that's almost like dual advertising. If you, for example, if you look at NASCAR vehicles, they have one title sponsor for the car, for the vehicle, but you will see patches on the car or stickers on the cars from other corporate sponsors at a rate. They're not title sponsors, but they still gonna get their presence there. So that means as you're supporting, for example, if you got one car, you might have an oil, you might have the tire sponsor, you might have, their patches are going to be there. So that's how it can be with these students.
And again, I want to reiterate this. These were disclosed things. Some people might have got some under the table, Jimmy. See, these was just things that were disclosed. You know, it probably maybe some deals going on under the table now. You know.
Well, here's the likelihood. Here's what you have to think about. For any company that is going to sign a deal with name, image, likeness in play for a student athlete, in most cases, based on those numbers, the company they don't lose. They can't lose. Let me explain to you what I mean. The average mean was $400 and something, I think it said on that sheet.
No. Hold on. The medium deal struck to an athlete in the first month was worth about $35,000. Okay, the medium the 471 was the average compensation per athlete. I mean, it's got okay.
Average for what period? For a month?
For the
right?
month. For the month.
So that's $471.
They just did the first month. It's the first month.
Yeah,
they said the medium deal. The medium deal.
That means the whole contract.
The first month was worth $35. $35. The medium deal per athlete the first month. But then they said, the medium. So they said average out 471 was the average compensation per athlete altogether. It was the average. Then they said 261 was the average per activity. See, they just broke this thing down in so many. Oh my God. Then they said these are the lists that was disclosed. Everybody having disclosed what they made in July. So it might be some people just haven't. You know, it might be some people that haven't been disclosed yet or won't disclose. I don't know.
If they understand one thing about the name, image, likeness, it's all public record. Because once again, it's all public record. They have different companies that are tracking different schools and different. So in other words, let's say if you have a company that tracks and I have a company that tracks. You might get a deal with the SWAC. I might get a deal with the MEAC, and we're going to measure the analytics and apply it. So that's the thing.
I love Shannon. Shannon, this is what I want to get everybody to understand. This is the key right here. I'm gonna put it on the thing. All kids, athletes can't expect to get paid from outside companies. Some will need to create income for themselves. The key is you can create income now for yourself. That's the biggest key. I'm gonna put that back on the thing. The
Yeah,
biggest key is
that's
you.
the and that's
Yeah,
the
that's the big.
that's
Yes,
that's the whole key. You have the opportunity. It depends on
that's it.
your inner hustle. I put it like this: if somebody knocked on your door, ring your doorbell tomorrow, and he ring the doorbell, you look at the ring and you look at the camera. Who is this? How you doing, Mr. Hatter? My name, Lil Johnny. You know, I live around the corner, but I'm going to college, and I play badminton I'm on the badminton team, but name him his likeness. I want to know I got my own lawn service. I want to know if you let me or my own pool cleaning service. I want to know if you let me could you support my business for name him his likeness, and in return, then I'll put your logo on my t-shirts or whatever. So in other words, if that young man rings your doorbell, you're probably not going him down, knowing what he's trying to establish for himself. And as I mentioned earlier, most companies that are investing right now in these deals, with these young men, let me make this clear. When I said most of them can't lose, this is what I mean by that. Did you see earlier this week, we talked about the young man, Bryce Thompson, that transferred from Kansas to Oklahoma State. The car dealership gave him a deal, right? A dual deal, two different dealerships, one in Tulsa, one in Stillwater. And part of that deal, he gets to drive and advertise an orange Ford Mustang. Well, here's what I mean by they can't lose. He don't get the Mustang for free. He get the usage of the Mustang. They're gonna write that off as like they do a test driving car, in case you didn't know. Plus, can you think about how much free advertising that dealership got throughout the state of Oklahoma, not just limited and confined by their boundaries? We saw the on the news. It was in the news on ESPN. So just think about it. That dealership, if they was to go to ESPN and say, I want to buy a commercial for the NBA Summer League games or during Sports Center, I want to get a commercial, it might have cost them $50,000, $25,000 a slot. Guess what? They got it for free. So the business that they get from being publicized, so that is well greater than the investment, the monetary investment in there. So that's what I mean by most companies, Al. Think about the little Derek King and the company.
Hold up, it's greater than the monetary. But what you mean?
The monetary value that you put into that young student athlete, because most of these deals, think about it. Like we mentioned the car situation.
Oh yeah, they know how to. That's easy because they give players cars. That's easy. Yeah,
they're giving him intangible stuff, and they're giving him depreciative gifts. They letting them use the car.
Yeah.
You probably get free oil change
So
with it.
Didn't give him
you
no
probably
money. Yeah. Okay, I mean that's a good
so
deal.
So that means you got no money.
Hey, Bryce Thompson. Yeah, hold up. The company didn't give out no money. I mean, I think that was a win-win.
The company got no money. And guess what? Guess they got in return. Look what they got in return. They got to be advertised on ESPN. They got to be advertised on Fox Sports. They got to be advertised on every local news station in the state of Oklahoma and surrounding states. And they got to be advertised by.
Guess how many people want to be a member of that gym down in Miami? I'm glad Fob said that. And at Miami, who gave them guys the free. Because guess what? You're going to get these players. Guess how many girls going to come and try to, listen, Jimmy, be members of that gym and come to the gym. Because Miami usually have what? Pros. So guess what? It's going to be some work. That gym going to be the work gym. You're going to be able to come get you some work in that gym. All the agents going to hang out at the gym. Everybody going to be, that's going to be the popular spot in Miami. I mean, that dude, that was a genius.
Well, think about it. Think about how, once again, for $20,000, I think it's what he giving both of them, or giving it to him a piece, something like that. They give him Derek King.
No. This the guy that giving every player $500 a month.
You talking about the guy, the $500,000.
Yeah.
Okay, the $500,000 investment.
Uh-huh.
Every news station in the country that during their sports, they talked about it. The USA Today wrote an article about it. The Washington Post wrote an article about it. The name of his company and the owner is there. I mean, so that means he probably got at least $200 to $300,000 of ad space of ads
Uh-huh.
that was announcements of his business name
Right.
in exchange that. So he's playing with the good
Oh
already.
yeah, yo, he
And
playing
you,
house. Yeah,
like
he
you
playing with
said,
house money. Oh yeah.
the girls are going to
Hey,
come there because
Jimmy,
nobody gonna come there.
Jimmy, all the 500,000 don't come. It's just you got to pay it in monthly. It don't all come out at one time. You got to
It
pay
don't
for
come out at
500
one
a
time.
month. You follow me?
So them memberships are going to eat that up. Hopefully on the big end. Once school starts in a couple of weeks, college that is, then those college kids come. Okay, answer up. We just talked about it earlier this week twice. The little girl who hit a home run with the baby with PJ Washington. She's a shero to a flock of young college girls around the world right now. So guess what they're doing right now? They're doing extra sit-ups. They getting ready. They throwing the birth control pills away. They throwing the rubbers away. They getting ready coming now. Rasheed Wallace. That's how you can get it. And they getting ready right now for these little football boys. That's what. So guess what?
No, yeah. But they better get him a basketball player though. That's a good. You know
Either
what?
one.
That's unique, man. I mean, I'm what else you got up there, man? What? So you had what time you got to play today? Hey, did you see what Freight put up on the screen? I ain't heard
What's
that
that?
word in a long time. Pallet.
You said here.
Shut up, Chris Wall. This man said pallet, man. I ain't heard. Y'all got to put that back. He said, put his ass on that pallet in the suite. Talking about Walter Yates, talking about he coming out here. Hey, I ain't heard pallet in a long way, man. I ain't never heard that in a long time. That's a hell of a word. You can tell he's from the South. You can tell he's from Mississippi.
That's Mississippi at its finest right there, man.
Yeah.
Mississippi at its finest.
My mama and them used to say that. We used to say that a long time ago. I ain't used that word or so. You know, we have beds now. We have extra rooms now. We don't have to be on a pallet. Walter Yates talking about he gonna come up there with you and Chris. I ain't had no pallet. I'll be across the street.
Now one thing we forgot to talk about. We forgot to talk about if we get ready to land the plane.
Yeah.
Another thing that they was talking about last night, and the matchup between Mobley and Suggs took place last night, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't see it.
Cavaliers, Evan Mobley and Jalen Suggs, and
Jalen
of
Suggs
course Cleveland. Jalen Suggs was way more efficient. Of course, a little bit more efficient. He was 6 for 13, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 for 6 from 3-point land. Mobley was 5 for 15, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, which, and he got the win, but he was 5 for 15 for 14 points. So it's one of those things that I wanted to mention, like I was telling you about earlier with the Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green situation. A lot of times when you got guys and they match in a matchup, there's a situation where one guy is going to probably come out the winner, but the other guy don't come out a loser. NBA won with that matchup because now it gives Detroit Piston fans promise. It gives the Houston Rockets fans promise. And now they see they'll rather take this young boy, as long as this young boy cannot fall prey to Houston, Texas, to the streets of H-Town. H-Town got many of them. As long as he don't fall for it, and that's Jalen Green, they gonna try their best to protect.
Who H-Town the guy? Because players play. Who they done got?
What do you mean who they got? We're talking about the streets.
Who done failed play to Houston? H-Town.
H-Town done got many of them. Got many of them sprung into the nightlife, sprung into blink.
Jalen Green was hanging out before he ever thought about coming here.
No, you understand something. The law is the law. And it's not like older days when you can go places and do your thing and nobody not know unless they there and they're in
Oh, I'm
your
just
circle.
telling you, he ain't
Well,
about to get
people are.
sprung. She
So
already
what
sprung.
you understand, it's one thing to drink. It's another thing to, if you drink and you are underage, that means so you don't want them type of jackets on you right now. You got to stay clean, which I'm quite sure he is for the most part. There's people that what they do is when young fellas like him come into town, understand he's in them. He's very seasoned in street life. So what happens is people that's in his his protectors in his city will call their allies in the next city. I got my nephew coming down there. I need y'all to make sure he all right.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. The streets play
That's
a
how
big part.
that's really should be how it go. You're right.
It,
Absolutely.
it, it,
Absolutely.
they play a big part
Play a
in
big part.
in the culture of, especially if I'm talking about basketball, NBA, not just limited to basketball, but we talking about basketball. And I'm telling you, so that means now when you hear the meet people that don't understand the streets, used to always be first to say he got the wrong people around him. You need to let them guys, why all them guys around him? And you don't realize those guys are somewhat of a protection. They're the buffer, they're the cushion to keep you from being in some stuff, to keep you from getting a pistol upside your head, coming going just while after you might just want to go and get a night out and get a chicken dinner. That's the thing. You go to certain cities, you got to be protected by somebody or some group. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't have no idea. And they look at it the wrong way.
Walter Yates, what he called him, Hollywood. Boy, if only Holly could. He called him Hollywood. If only Holly could. That young kid there, he gonna be all right, man. City gonna embrace him. The streets gonna embrace him. They gonna like him. They gonna like him. He gonna be on the Vernon Maxwell meter as like, because he a cool little cat, man. And he a cool little cat. And but he loved basketball. And some people like you. That's why I was actually get sprung. Some people who don't love this game of basketball, they get caught up in their life. Them the guys that get sprung. This dude gonna be able to stay up at 4:00 in the morning and still be able to come and give you 40 the next day. Whether he win or not, that's on him. Y'all. Well, he didn't bring me a championship, but guess what? It's a lot of cities ain't got no damn championship. Ain't but a few cities got championships anyway. So guess what? Let's live with Miami. I mean, Orlando still don't have a championship. But
man,
what he say? What he
these
say?
guys, man, Freeman and Walt Yates, man. Freeman say Walt Yates on paper. Say on paper he can't leave the state. Oh man, y'all,
man, let's get out of here,
y'all
man.
Share the show
one
time, guys. It's that time, of course, and get on up out of here, man. I hope to have a lot of news from you guys on Monday. Make sure if you're in town in Houston this weekend, get Jim. That's the location of G Days Run and Gun. That's Jeffrey Day's first event since coming up under the RCS Sports umbrella. His first solo event, and he's is not as big as I would have hoped. And so I share my thoughts on that Monday. A lot of people out there, because this was an opportunity to show him your appreciation for some of the things that he do. And
what
understand
playing,
a lot of people
Jimmy?
talk.
Jimmy, I got to mention the pro-am tonight. I'm sorry, keep going. Go on, and I get Jimmy. What you mean? What's the reason to play in this event? I mean, is it summer teams, right?
Well, it's his birthday weekend.
Okay.
Right? Uh-huh. And by being a birthday weekend, instead of him throwing a party, he just said he'd rather throw a tournament. Okay. So I mean, if you wanted to pin something on his pocket, then participate in the tournament. Your kids get ink, mm-hmm. They get coverage. It's a win-win.
Okay.
And so that was the concept in him doing the G Days Run and Gun. Okay. But so now you see they get a chance to maybe to reinforce it and not take so many teams for granted, and reinforce his efforts to try to build this thing up. and
So
and
having
that
all
way.
that summer teams, they done disbanded now.
I mean, you know what, and you
I'm
put
just
that
asking.
question.
Uh,
Yesterday, I just give you a teaser of an answer, but I can go deep dive into that on Monday.
okay.
And I really believe that a lot of teams that got to the finish line around the last lap of the track and this stuff, and a lot of people just been so sick and tired of being lied to because they thought that this was going to be some magical summer. You go here, you play on this circuit, you play on that circuit. Now you see you win and you done that, and guess what? Same old. You back to where you started at. And so, but anyway, that's we talk about this on Monday.
Yeah, but Jimmy, tonight, everybody, you're gonna be out of town. But tonight, the Houston flight versus Flight 713. Damn, Houston flight versus flight at 7:00 at Friday tonight. Jonathan Simmons, and Shannon Shorter going against Cam Reynolds tonight. 7:00 is free at Friday tonight. Ivan Pettit Jr., I know you'll be there. 7:00 tonight. Walter Yates need to be there so he can learn how to coach. And hey Jimmy, Jello. I'm finna go watch Jello. They told me Jello Ball is playing right now. Jimmy, go over there and watch Jello, man. Huh?
No, I'm not going. I gotta go and get something to eat now. And
man, go watch Jello, man, and get you some Jello pudding.
No, I'm not gonna be in the gym all day watching them NBA team. I got 3 games to watch. I'm gonna watch Joseph Young. Okay. I'm gonna watch Carson Edwards.
Okay.
And I'm gonna watch the Houston Rockets. And it might be another game because they got 2 games overlapping. Yeah. So that's a span from like 2 to 5. Yeah, back and forth. So that's my thing. I'm good after that.
Okay.
I like 4 games. But anyway, guys, it's time to slide down. Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this baby Friday. Make sure share the show. Help us increase our social media foot, and we're gonna get up out of here, heading into the weekend, popping a willie. I'm about to go and light this thing up. I'm gonna utilize this Big Daddy suite. We're gonna get this thing popping. See, Walk ready now. He re-energized.
Hey, me and Sandra on the way up there. Hey, me and Sandra on the way up there right now.
Tell her, come on. I know. Tell her, come on. That's a good thing.
We'll see y'all later.
She's going to break me down there. Anyway, for Robert Harris, this Jim Hicks, guys, we up out of here. Peace. Chop, chop.
All right.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.